Good evening, everyone. Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. I hope you can hear me correctly. And yeah, let's start. Let's start. So today it's about polyglots with what we learned in the previous streams. So let's try and see what we can do with PDF, PNG, and zip polyglots. So PDF, if you recall, so PDF has this structure that there's a signature, then at the end there is the start xref pointer in decimal to the cross-reference table. We saw in the PDF tricks stream that this could be entirely removed, which is super handy for easy manipulation. Then there's a trailer, which sometimes has a size or, of course, info or whatever. But okay, there's a root at a point, a reference to the first object, generation 0, of course. And then there is the list of objects. So you see the body, which is made of several objects and with reference to each other. Like the root points to the page. The page is so that's the catalog. Here there's no type catalog, but that should be the type of the first element, of the root element, sorry. The root points to the catalog points to the pages. The pages has an array of kids, and each element of that kids array is a page object with contents, with the reference to its parent. And hi, Mateusz. And then there is the content object with the PostScript-like structure, begin text, set font, and move coordinates, and so on. Okay, and what we saw is that you can easily so let's take our PDF. This PDF opens perfectly fine under Adobe, which is the PKS, the standard PKS of all. And if we remove the cross-reference table entirely, and most likely the static ref, we have now a very, very flexible PDF that will still open fine. Polyglots, let's see, where is it? Test.pdf. And this still opens fine, even though when you close, you get this warning. That means Adobe is slightly unhappy, but you got no warning on opening. So now you see that a PDF just like this, with no xref, with no start xref. So basically, with everything that you could move around very freely, will still be valid. And what we learned too is that if we add another object, so first thing first, sorry, you can put up to minus also almost one kilobyte, so something, because the signature has to be in this first kilobyte. So let's say 1000, but it's 120 something, or whatever. How many bytes is that? That's 8 bytes, so you get the idea. So okay, 1000 bytes of arbitrary content here, arbitrary content here. Then there is then here you could put whatever object here, even with a crazy name, a crazy number. And this one, okay, sometimes it needs a dictionary of parameters, even though it's empty. I think some parsers are picky with that. And then stream object, end of stream, end stream, sorry, and end object. And here you can put whatever you want here with arbitrary length, which is like super flexible. And you could have several of them. So you can have one here. Sometimes you could even try to put it maybe after the trailer, or maybe after the xref, before the trailer. I'm not sure, but anyway, you can really put it wherever you want. And even if there was still the end of file marker, then you could probably still put some data here, extra data here. Maybe not, but still very extra here to maybe, it depends on the readers. Maybe it's not really required, because already we can put as many objects we want with whatever content, as long as there is an end stream and this object don't contain end stream as a keyword. And if they would contain end stream as a keyword, then you would have to specify the length precisely. But that's again very not the problem. Okay, so any questions so far? Hey, wait. Oh, sorry. Oh my God. You cannot wait to share screen. Oh, that's a huge mistake of mine. Haha. I'm sorry for that. Wow. You should have pinged me earlier. I'm sorry for that. Wow. I talked in the. Okay. Wow. How long has it been? What does it notify me when there is a message? That's sad that it doesn't notify. Someone should ping me and say, hey, we don't see the share screen. Okay, so basically, I'm sorry for talking without showing the screen. Basically, I just took my PDF, my usual PDF for a few streams ago, removed the xref, remove the start xref pointer because they can be fixed later. You need a mod perhaps? Yes, but I just started. I only started my streams 5 days ago, so yeah, maybe I need a mod heavy. And yeah, so before the signature, before the PDF signature, we need to put 1,000 bytes. We can put up to 1,000 bytes of arbitrary content here, and no known signature at the start. Yeah, maybe I need a mod, but I'm not there yet. Maybe. And then what I meant earlier is that you can put an object wherever you want, even with crazy object number, and then a stream object. You need parameters, and whatever you put in the stream needs to be yeah, you can put whatever you want of arbitrary length, as long as it doesn't contain the end stream keyword. And otherwise, you could put a length parameter here with the length in decimal. Okay, so basically that's what we introduced the other days between the PDF basics and the PDF tricks file format streams, and maybe we can put some data at the end after the trailer, or after the end of file marker. Not really required, not really important, because we have plenty of modifications anyway. But yeah, it's an extra luxury. PDF is super flexible. Now let's see what we did with the PNG poster. And PNG, again, as mentioned a few streams ago, there's a signature that should be at offset 0. It's immediately start with chunks, the image header chunk typically, but then you can put whatever arbitrary data you want in the chunk, and CRCs are not enforced. So today we'll work with another PNG that displays PNG with only a few pixels. It's 13 by 7, so it's like minimal PNG that shows PNG, but hex-wise, it's not very complex. And again, we have signature, and then we have the structures of chunks. So 4 bytes of size, big endian, then the chunk type, 4 letters, the length of the chunk that is specified by the size, and then 4 bytes of CRC 32, which can be invalid. So whatever you put here, so if I put let's say 24 bytes of whatever, and then I don't know the length yet, and then 4 bytes of size, then a chunk with a lowercase to be ignored by the system. Then at the end there will be a CRC. So palette is here, so the CRC is 4. So now the CRC is here, so we can put arbitrary data if you want. It will trigger a warning, but at least it would tell us very easily. And here the length of my content is B byte, so we just need to put the 0B file here, and now this file should still work. Okay, decode error. Did I do a mistake? Let's see that again. 4 bytes of length. Okay, 4 bytes of type. The length here is C. Oh, sorry, I calculated wrong. Okay, 0C. Okay. And now it works, even though it has now a dummy chunk. And if you see, this tool didn't complain that the CRC is invalid. So whatever, we can put whatever data here, insert 1 byte. What? And we will add 1 byte here. Okay. And so, and basically, and after the image end chunk, which acts as a terminator marker, we can whatever we want here to, and there's a typo. So you see the zones, the what we call blind spots of this file, but you could here put as many dummy chunks as you want with arbitrary size. I mean, you have 4 bytes for the size, and then you can just calculate the CSC if you want the PNG to be 100% valid. As long as you don't use, of course, the known types, the non-chunk types, but yeah, that's not a problem. That's not a restriction. Looks like the top of the screen is not showing. Okay. You don't see it. Can you see it now? Looks like of the beginning of hue is not showing. You cannot see it. Is it okay? Is it better now? Because I mean, hue doesn't have, it's just a white space bar. Okay. But the rest of the windows should be cutting, right? The video, it's just at the top of the screen, you know? It's just white. Okay. Okay. Well, anyway, so with PNG, you cannot put whatever you want before the PNG. The very long 8-byte signature has to be there. There is already some enforced data. You could put a dummy chunk here before the image header, which will be most compatible not with Apple viewers, as far unless that was changed recently, but that was the case until last time I checked. But basically, then you can put whatever you want in the PNG. And now zip files. So zip files. There is this structure, weird structure, that they're under a central directory pointing to the list of central directories, which all of them point to a local file header. So, but the zip file will be valid first of all, it will be valid wherever in the file. So zip file, whatever you put here, 32 bytes or whatever you want, as long as it, oops, sorry, you want here. And most likely, whatever you want here, we saw that if it really bothers you to have some trailing bytes to avoid a warning, then this is a comment length. So you could just say, so you put the null bytes as I did in the previous presentation, and then whatever you want, whatever I can type tonight. And this is after the null, the length of that is 0C. So, and this is little endian, so 0C. And of course, another trick is just so this will be a valid zip. And where is my file? And of course, another thing that you can do is just if you compress a file with no compression, so with storage, then the file will be kept as is, and just give it a dummy name or just leave it be. And if you really need something that doesn't have a CRC, and then you could be let's give it a try anyway. Simple. Let's see. So I did a name. I did a file to another. I added dummy text file with a dummy comment here, and let's see. Unpack and execute. This is my file. Whatever inside that file And will it compress? Yes. I don't know if it compressed properly or it actually compressed the content. It did compress the content. So let's see. I'm gonna decompress, and I'm gonna recompress with no. Okay. If I compress with no compression, tac. Now, does that work? Yes. So now we have whatever inside that file is just a zip with an extra file being listed. Then yeah, I lost it. I made a copy from the original, so it doesn't have the. Yeah, you get the idea. I'm going to do it with the other, because so that we will keep all our effort together. So no trick, just storage compression. Okay, the archive is corrupt. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. So why are you relying on tool when you could do it everything by hand? Anyway, so right now the idea is that you can have the PDF 120 something bytes, and the PDF signature. Then you can have PDF objects with whatever you want, and then okay, the trailer. Okay, now that's the start of the file. For the PDF, for the PNG, you need PNG sig just at the beginning. Now you need PNG chunks, and after whatever you want in the PNG chunks. So after the PDF, you can put something. So how are we going to do that? So we just write dots whenever we can manipulate data. That's the PDF size. Okay, PNG sig, PNG chunks. Now arbitrary data in the PDF object. And PNG chunks, same here. Arbitrary data in a PNG chunk, then another PNG chunk. And then after the end, and then whatever we want. And for zip, same thing. We can put whatever we want before the PK, the local file header or the start of the archive. It doesn't even have archive signature. It's a local file header signatures. The local file headers can themselves store data. Then we have more local file headers if you want. Then the central directories. Not really fun to modify. It's still possible, but yeah, not even required. The end of central directory. And then we can put that as a comment. So basically, we have possibilities of where we can put whatever data in each other file that will be ignored. And we see very quickly that the PNG, if we want to add a PNG polyglot, then we need to put the PNG first. We know that the PDF will not be able to have a PNG signature to be opened under Adobe, but with other readers, it's fine. So if I take my PDF reader and I do, so it's not an 89, but yeah, let's try here. Well, I will just, you know what? I will just take my PDF file and where is this PDF here? And now my PNG, my small PNG is 155 bytes. Okay, and where get block, and my file is here. Now I put just the start of the, I just put the PNG all together before the PNG, the entire PNG, because my PNG is small, and the PDF signature, I mean, it's a very small PNG, but the PDF signature is only at offset ED, which is 237. So basically, this is a valid PDF, even though it starts with a PNG and it should be valid as a PDF. And if I rename it as a PNG, it works because it's a PNG followed by a PDF. So this is our first very simple example of a polyglot. And of course, if we wanted to do something more advanced, like the PNG is too big and we want to put if we want to put the how can I say, the whole, so now it's concatenation of a PNG and a PDF. Now imagine the PNG is much bigger. Instead, our strategy could be, so again, this will not open under Adobe Reader, but there's nothing we can avoid it with a standard polyglot. This reader, yeah, you have the fake excuse, a fake message to say, hey, I detected a signature that I'm not happy with. And this is better for security. Any questions so far after our first concatenation polyglot? No questions so far. Okay. Yeah, maybe I should need a mod, but I'm not sure who to ask. Who has the time every day, you know? That would be a bit too much to ask, I think. Yeah, so now what could we do? So we have this PDF with start of the file. And instead we could do, we will just gonna do like this. We're gonna put this, we call this chunk ange, or fake, or yeah, fake if you want, not always about me. And then we cut until the start of the PDF. And now we're going to put the whole PDF inside inside the chunk. And this is 1F6 in size. Now we're going to put the fake CRC here. Okay. So that's the end of our first chunk, of our fake chunk. And we need to know the length of our sub, and it's 1F6. So 01F6. Oh, sorry, F6. And now we can put back here, we can insert our initial PNG. We're going to copy the rest of the PNG at the bottom of the file, and we're just going to trim. Oh, yeah, I did a mistake of, I mean, I could have kept the image header before, but this PNG will be valid, but not, again, it will start with a non-image header chunk, which will make it invalid under Apple viewers. So now we copy the PNG file. And so now we have the PNG, the fake chunk, and we just need to remove the signature here. Of course, you can do that with a script, of course. I mean, and my tool that I will do my tool Mitra that I would do a presentation next. But at least here you can explore all the steps manually. Okay, so this is my image header, and I'm gonna cut the signature, and now you have the PNG signature, a chunk. I mean, a chunk of 1F6, the fake type, let's see my length. Now I'm at the end, I'm my CRC, and now there is the rest of the image header image. So basically, because of that, this PDF again should work, and now again it should work as a PNG, and it does. The only difference is now it's compatible. The PDF is acting as a parasite inside the PNG, and now we could have arbitrary size of PDF. The signature of the PDF is just at offset 16, 10 in hex, which is perfect. But again, won't open under Adobe Reader because the PNG signature will be blacklisted. So now we have made a PNG PDF, a polyglot by concatenation. And if we just want it to be cheap, I mean, the easiest way right now is that zips can work at any position. So basically, not technically every position. I think that WinRAR has a limit of 1 MB. What was it? 1 MB for viewing and or 4 MB. There was a difference. I think there was a different maximum size for viewing or extracting. Maybe it's a long time ago. I don't remember, or maybe it's me playing too much with weird files. But then very easy. If we just take the PNG, take our PNG, and we just concatenate the zip at the end of this file. Tac. And now, is that my zip? Yes. And my zip even have the whatever you want here from the zip file. So now we have a PNG, a fake chunk containing a PDF, and then after the end, oh, there is even image header. There's another Ange fake chunk because I kept it. Then there was appended data. There is a bit of everything, but every parser will see what it wants from it. And now we can test this file. That is a PNG. So PNG, will it work as a PNG here? Yes, it works. And now let's just rename it. Oops, sorry, what's that? PDF. And as a zip, it does work. So it's a valid PNG PDF zip polyglot that we did manually. And it's not too much hassle, right? It's like after you know all the steps, every parser, the PNG tools are looking for their PNG signature. Then they see, oh, a chunk. They just, if the type is ignored, is unknown, and the first letter is lowercase, they skip the chunk entirely, and then they will jump over the complete PDF because that's what they do. They don't even try to see what's in the blind spots. I mean, what's in the fake chunk, and the same zip parsers will just look for their zip parsers will just look for their initial local file header signature. I mean, no, of course not. Hopefully, they will look for the end of central directory signature, but some parsers will look for local file header at offset 0, as I said, but a minority. Anyway, it wouldn't be a bad thing, but it's not the case. And here I did some more extra payload via this comment of a length of C. Do you have questions at this stage? A beautiful Frankenstein. Oh yes, I kind of did way worse, and that's what I'm keeping for next stream. But yeah, at least, and this is commonly used in the wild. The first polyglot, the GFAR polyglot, was in a jar appended to a GIF, and a jar is a Java archive, which is a zip. So basically, a bit like appending a PNG, a zip to a PNG. It would be the same with a GIF, and there it would work. So people would use that with a malware Java file appended to an image, and using this image as a avatar to be so that the URL of the malware would be whitelisted because it's hosted by the forum website. So GFAR is like 2008 or 2006, and is the first use of polyglot first documented use of polyglots by concatenation in the wild for malicious use. And it's trivial. You can append a zip to everything, and that's one thing, right? When I say, hey, I'm a file format expert here, and people are like, yeah, I use JPEG and MP3 too, and they say, hey, I made a polyglot, and then I'm told, yeah, I appended a zip to something once. And it's true, it gives a working polyglot to append a zip to whatever to whatever file. So it's really not difficult. But sadly, the fact that the zip has never changed makes it impossible to prevent nowadays. And here, one thing I mentioned in previous talks is that in previous streams is that the offsets of this zip are relative to the start of the first local file header. So basically, the length here is probably it was 38. So here you have here the end of central directory. The offset to the first central directory is here in 38. And if we see from the start of the local file header, indeed, the first central directory is at offset 38. So basically, this is a relative offset to the start of the to the start of the first local file header, to the start of the original archive. And some tools will trigger warnings if this offset are not converted to absolute value. The absolute offset of this central directory right now being 2F5. So basically, if you replace this with 2F5 and the other offset of the central directory 2, then the file will still work. And that doesn't make any difference, except that the tools don't need to remember where the first local file header is. And that gives the extra bonus that if then you carve out this file out of the polyglot, it will be considered invalid, because if you have a 100 byte file that has a pointer of 2F5, it will be very likely be declared invalid. So a small problem that has no solution, but so peak zips exist with absolute and relative offsets, and it can be a problem. I mean, a problem, when they basically exist in two different valid states, which is making things even harder. So, time is it? Yeah, half an hour. Any questions at this side, people? Yeah. So, what else could we do? I'm not sure. The rest is very challenging. We could have added chunk of the PNG inside the archive. We can do that too. The other way, very trivial way to do a zip PDF polyglot is just to put, as I mentioned before, you take the PDF. Why is it? I opened the PDF with WinRAR and it found the zip, and therefore it's open. That's pretty nice. You open the PDF and WinRAR is like, yeah, this is a zip. I'm opening it. Damn it, I want a normal PDF. This is the kind of problem that I have. Okay. So I should have kept an original version. So now we have a beautiful Frankenstein, as Mateusz called it. Here is our beautiful Frankenstein. Oh, yeah, it's blacklisted, of course. Beautiful Frankenstein is blacklisted by Adobe. And now let's get back my nice PDF. And now I have my standard PDF, which is like this. I mean, okay, this one even has a xref. Let's remove the xref because I don't want to adjust that anyway. So let's remove this entirely again. Poor thing. And you just where is it? You just compress that and you zip it and you store it. Like, now this zip, well, is a zip, but because the zip contains the PDF store identically, stored without any compression or whatever, you know that the PDF is here very close to the file, and because of that, this is a valid PDF, except that it will be blacklisted by Adobe. But as I mentioned before, if you just insert a byte before, I don't know, actually, let's see, does Adobe scans for the zip signature or just look for it at offset 0? And now let's open this with, oh yeah, this opens our zip PDF with just a single byte to make the zip signature not at offset 0 is valid under Adobe. Wow, what a crazy bypass. And now if we remove one byte, let's see with Adobe again. Oh my God, blacklisted. I feel safe suddenly. So yeah. So I'm not sure it was clear. So I just put the zip, the PDF stored with, so without compression inside the standard zip. That's a totally standard zip that I created. And basically the PDF content is totally in clear in the file. You can see it here. And because of that, it's a valid PDF, very close to the start of the file, so it will open fine. And Adobe was preventing the file to open because it detected the standard local file header signature at offset 0. And if you insert a crazy byte with a very with whatever makes that um, there is no zip signature, local file header signature at offset 0, then this file will open find under Adobe, even though it's not exactly your most standard PDF. And of course, it works. Test PDF. Now it's a, so this one is a test PDF that contains a file. No, it's, oh no, that's my beautiful Frankenstein. And this is, where is it? Where is it? Now I'm confused. This is a zip that contains a PDF. Very robust mechanism. Yeah, exactly. I mean, to be honest, it's pretty nice that they prevent it. I mean, not only PDF is a mm, beautiful playground for destruction, for the PDF. I don't know, payload playground. Yeah, you can see, you can make plenty of puns with PDF. It's a bit of a nightmare of a file for security, of a file format for security. But at least Adobe added some security. And why nowadays the PDF signature is not enforced at offset 0, it's still beyond me. And yeah, why even truncated signatures are tolerated or so on, I don't know. It's outside of my control. Now, yeah, I think I covered what I wanted for tonight. Do you have any questions? Waiting a bit. How any good recent tooling for fuzzing image parser? Just I don't think there is anything special with tooling, with fuzzing and tooling. Either you use a tooling that's a tool that just gives you, I mean, a good fuzzing tool has code coverage and so on, and then either you write grammar, complex grammar and generation yourself, or you create seeds yourself, or you just hope for the best for the easy case. And of course, in some crazy case, the parser will never be able to reach the ultimate Huffman abusing code or whatever. But yeah, so there's no magic answer here. I think the fuzzing tools have reached kind of a plateau, because there are already a lot of good fuzzers. You need to check your coverage. You need to craft your proof of concept, or get the, like sometimes I crafted a few files that were, of course, extremely tiny, but that were specifically made to reach a specific code path, and that enable the fuzzer to have fun. But of course, this will not make you, you know, reach incredible zones of memories. But yeah, no surprise here. I think fuzzers are already a very well explored domain with a lot of competition. And yeah, for me, it's more like just looking at the code, looking at the disassembly sometimes, because sometimes it depends on what the compiler did and not what is in the source, and then crafting the file happily. Sometimes it's much more easy, if efficient, especially in the case where then you can reuse these files for seeds for others, or for tests, atomic testing, whenever there is a bug, while very often the crash proof of concept of the crash tests of a fuzzer are very blurry, messy, and full of garbage to be ignored. So, but yeah, no miracle sauce about fuzzing, even image parsers or others. And either it's a simple combination of pixels, either it's something crazy, crazy, mathematically complex, like a JPEG or worse. And in this case, no further will help you. So yeah, no magic answer for fuzzing image parsers. uh, Hi, I'm late to the party here, Paul Riddle, and I'm definitely going to watch your series on PDF. Yeah, you're welcome, Paul. And yes, and tomorrow is a new episode, or next time, or hopefully tomorrow is a new episode, and we'll explore proof of POC or GTFO files, proof of concept, or get the fuck out polyglots together. So thanks for your attention, everyone. And yes, thanks for coming. And have a good time. Have a nice time. And yeah, best of luck to you. Bye, everyone. And yeah, next time, be careful about sharing. See you, everyone, and thank you.